Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This was supposed to be Quest to Platinum number 5, but unfortunately, there was an upload error with number 4, and it didn't make all of the actual clip onto YouTube, and I, of course, deleted it when I saw that it was finished uploading, before I saw if it was actually correctly finished uploading. But anyway, we have a PvP here. Ultra Magnus versus Not Thinking on our Quest to Platinum number 4. Yes. So, already I'm a little behind. He's getting his 10th probe just a few seconds before me. He's ahead of me on the pylon by about 3 seconds. And ahead of me on the probe by good 2 seconds. So, that kind of sucks to be me, but it's whatever. I send my 10 my 10 probe out instead of sending my 9 probe, so I might have actually caught up. Sorry about that bump. But yeah, everything's pretty much the same. He's just barely ahead of me, and it hurts, but he got that gateway up late. Mine's actually ahead of his. So, yes. And I literally just finished playing this game. I had a chat with him afterward. Only a few seconds, really. And I said, hey, that was a pretty good game. That actually was a GG. Usually when people say GG, they're angry, or it's not actually a GG and they just leave. Well, this was one of the first times that I actually left the game going, hey, that was actually a good game. But instead of spoiling anything, I will go ahead and let you watch and see what happens. He puts down a pylon in the hell gates of fiery death. Now, I like this because I've won a few games. I might even show you the no, I do not care to grind some conquest because my World of Warcraft is cancelled because I don't have the money to pay for it, and I'm also not willing to pay for it because I don't like it anymore. Yes, have to set myself to busy. Anyway, back to the casting. See, I just tried to set a pylon down here. Didn't go off. His cybernetics core I am just failing everywhere. Was a few seconds ahead of mine, but it doesn't really matter. He's going for the warp gate right off the bat. I'm going for my robotics facility. My 3-gate robo is messed up, and as we can see, this is a horrible thing for me, and it honestly almost killed me. I forgot to set my rally point back, and I have 6 probes on one assimilator, and I'm taking them off the supply lines and putting them on this assimilator. Yeah, this isn't good, and I'm even chronoing more probes to go stand in line. Hey guys, go visit the gas mines. I somehow shake the other probe who was following mine around, and eventually he goes back up here. But yes, he's just now getting a robo. I'm getting my first immortal out first. I'm facing a Protoss, so I wasn't sure if he was 4-gating or not. They almost all love to just 4-gate, 4-gate, 4-gate. So keep in mind, my entire build this match is pretty off. This isn't how I normally like to do it, but it is what it is. I did realize eventually that I had 8 probes on the assimilator, and I was angry at myself. Can you imagine the amount of minerals that was lost there? Oy, I don't even want to think about it. But getting a second immortal out, I feel like this one is a mistake for myself. I need to be getting that observer out. I don't know what's happening. I don't have the information on the field. I don't know if more immortals is what's actually needed. What if he's gone straight tech to air? Yeah, I'm just stumbling over words left and right. But if he techs straight to air, I mean, that immortal isn't going to do shit. And the second one, gonna do even less shit. I need to know if he has an expansion. I don't know that, so I decide take this probe, go up there, see what's going on. I see his units are here, so I think he's getting an expansion. I feel like that's a safe assumption to go on. Obviously, we can see he's not, but all the units just sitting here with no buildings in between them, I felt like it was a safe assumption to feel like he was expanding, and he has 5 gates and a robo and a Twilight Council all off of one base. See, this is not the thing you want to do. He needed to expand a while ago. He needed to expand about 10 supply ago, and just stop it there. He's just now getting his expansion up. Mine is, let's go back to the production tab. His is at 12. Mine's a good 25 seconds ahead of his. Maybe 24, something like that. It's a decent chunk ahead, to be fair and honest. So, but yeah, this is something you do not want to do. 5 gateways and a robo facility and a Twilight Council all off of one base, just now getting to your second base. You cannot support this. This is what is allowing me to catch up to you, my good sir, Ultra Magnus. You are making a mistake. You're getting your second observer chronoed out, sending him straight to your units. I am getting a second observer. I already have a second observer. Excuse me. He's pulling his observer back because he saw mine. He thinks I'm somewhere back here apparently, and I'm not paying attention. I don't have this hotkeyed. I should have this hotkeyed. I could have saved this by running straight out through here. Accidentally clicked down here and then up here, and so as you saw, the observer kind of got itself killed. But, well, I got it killed, but, you know, the damn observer. Anyway, so we have 2 immortals, including, you know, this one here, 6 zealots, 2 stalkers, 2 sentries, versus 2 sentries, 2 zealots, 2 immortals, a stalker. Doesn't look too good for me. Just now getting a second stalker. But my economy is up a little ahead. Oh no, I take that back. I was lying, ladies and gentlemen. I am full of falsehoods, and I should be punished. I felt as though my economy was slightly ahead of his. It wasn't. I was wrong. You may punish me. Again, looking at all of this, he has Blink ahead of me. I think, fortunately though, I have weapons ahead of him. That is extremely good. And this observer, I don't know if you saw it, but I barely did, and I started to attack it, and, well, kinda got away from me, which sucks. But it is what it is, so it's got a whole 8 health left on it. I'm really annoyed about that right now. I feel as though he knows what I have, but I felt as though I was ahead of him during this match. I need to get something more. I need to change this to a warp gate. That can't just stay there. I have production all of the things. He's getting a warp prism. It looks like he's getting ready for some special tactics. Them special tactics. Everyone loves them. He's just now getting his forge finally completed. Double forge. Double forge. All the way. Yeah, I'm sorry. It had to be said. But, yeah. So, 5 gate, 1 robo, 2 forge, versus 5 gate, 1 robo, 1 forge. And a robo bay! Yay! Everyone loves robo bay, and he's getting robo bay too. We are doing pretty much the same exact thing. Unfortunately, with his double forge that he's not chronoing, he needs to chrono this. He has 100 energy here, and 60 energy here. He really needs to chrono these. It really helps. He can get this done in 80 seconds as opposed to 160. And he loaded up 4 stalkers. Usually not what you see. You usually see 4 zealots because they just do more damage in the melee. But I have my own special tactics war prism up here. And we're going to see what happens here. Let's switch to my view for a second. And you cannot... This is all the information I have. I've done a very poor job of scouting. I have no idea what he has. I didn't know actually when this went down. Excuse me. And so I should have gotten another observer and sent it into that base somewhere. I'm not producing anything. I'm sitting at 800 minerals. This is terrible. 700 gas. And I see the block and I move. This is really good for me. Instead of just letting all of these get slaughtered, I do pull back. Getting level 2 weapons. We're going to see up front here and back here. Switching back to everyone's view. We have me attacking in his mineral fields. He does have a photon cannon. I do not see that. But I have 3 immortals. I'm taking down his immortal. And we're going in. We still haven't beat, but we're letting our sentries die. We did get 3 force fields off before he died. So that's really good for us. Moving back down here. I warped in 4 stalkers. My 2 photon cannons. Ended up taking that out. Moving back up here, we are taking out his stalkers with our immortal and stalker, but we're just not doing a great job about this. It looks like this is going to get caught. What are we doing? We did warp in. We used our warp cycle to get 5 stalkers up here. Now we're just sniping pylons, and now we're not really doing anything because we're down here, and we're looking at the stalkers, taking out that probe. Goddamn probes. And will I be able to take out this last stalker? Yes! Immortal! Immortal is immortal, and it is a GG from Ultra Magnus. I felt as though it was a very good game. Warp Prism versus Warp Prism. 5 gates versus 5 gates. And Robo Bay versus Robo Bay. And by those 5 gates, I actually meant 10 gate. But he just got those up, and it's not really going to do much good. I sniped out the power for apparently 6 of them. That's pretty epic. So just take a quick look here. We have 1 armor, 1 weapon versus 2 weapon. That's 11 damage versus, well, 16 damage versus 15 damage. Really not that much. That armor does make up for a lot of it, but it's actually fairly even. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Quest to Platinum number 5, and I'm out of here. I hope you enjoyed the match.